Looks sharp though, doesn't it, like that? Always butter up the back of the tile. But that's the basics of it. Hello my friends and welcome to the Ball Builders channel.
Welcome to the Ball Builders studio.
We are in the studio. This is the first one of 2026 for us. I'm going to document it because I think we're going to do a few how-to guys this year.
Yeah, I feel that.
I feel like we're going to be because we've just gone into business with Bondit and we are now their brand ambassadors.
Yes.
Now a little bit about Bondit quickly. They've got probably 300 plus products.
There's loads.
Within their range, and it was a no-brainer for us. We got asked to jump into bed with them, so to say, so we did. And they got such a variety of products, and today's video is a tiling video.
Yes.
And what we've done is we've built you a make-up bathroom. Without the bath.
Toilet.
Sink.
Toilet.
No running water.
No toilet roll holder.
No waste.
No
towel holder. No toothbrush, nothing. Basically, we built you a wall.
Plain wall.
But what we're going to do at the end of this video, you're going to see this wall being fully tiled as well as the floor. We're going to show you that this tile adhesive can go both on the wall and the floor as well.
Yes.
We're going to have it all grouted up, and we've got their nice steri grout, and it's black, lovely, and we're using their black anti-mold bathroom silicone as well.
And if you wait to the end of the video, we've got a special guest.
We've got a star guest coming in to do the mastic for us. And that's all they do for a living, this person.
Yeah.
So we've got some 6x9 tiles, and we got them from CTD.
Yes.
Over in Chichester, so go and give them a shout actually. We used them from my last bathroom at my daughter's house.
Great tiles,
Great tiles, great company. So we've just been down there and got them. And we're gonna be using, the rest of the products are from Bondit. So we've got the CTA flexible tile adhesive. You can use internally and externally.
Yes.
Great on all substrates as well. Slow setting, well, general setting, natural setting as well, but it's a little bit cold.
It's cold in it.
So it might take a little bit longer, but Sam's got a creative way of speeding it up if we want to.
Yes.
So what Bondit do, and I've never seen this before.
I've never heard of this.
Bondit do a primer and admix. All right, so we're going to be using the primer side of this today because we've got cement boards. We're going to be using our mini roller and we're going to prime the cement board to allow suction control. So the adhesive don't draw in too quick and the tiles pop off. All right, so that controls the suction for us and it allows us to get a nice tight bed on it. If you wanted to, and you wanted to speed up the setting process in that, you can add some admix, which is the same product, primer and admix, into the mixture. So what does it say, 5 litres typically?
If you want to be bulletproof, you can go 5 litres.
Of that into that?
5 litres of that to a whole bag, so no water. You can do a 50-50 mix, so 2.5 litres of water to 2.5 litres of mix with the mix, or if you're just doing the walls, then you can just stick to the bag and the water. So
you don't need to put that in there, that's just really water, that's a water powder mix.
That's a water
standard tile adhesive, but that's if you want it to be bulletproof, cement-like.
Yeah, if you're doing large format tiles or you're doing the floor, in like heavy
traffic areas,
movement areas, then yeah, you can.
Because that's porcelain, large format tiles. This adhesive does porcelain, does natural stone, does ceramics,
the whole shebang,
does the whole shebang.
Inside, outside, you can use that exterior as well.
That's great for a one bag does all. That's superb. That is. So we're going to be using that to stick the tiles. We're using a steri grout to grout the tiles in black as well, anti-mold.
Yes.
So this is great for that. So if you're in an area, obviously bathrooms, condensation, whatever else, these would be perfect if you're in a flat and you don't have an external window and you're solely reliant upon a fan. Obviously automatic switches, they go on and off and whatever else, but moisture still creates in the room. So anti-mold grout, steri grout, perfect for that. And likewise with the silicone.
Yes, and also grout you can use internal or external as well.
Yeah.
You can grout outside, so you can grout swimming pools with that.
Do you know what? That's literally 1, 2, 3, 4 of their products.
All done.
We've got so many, and that's like a whole bathroom get out. You picture this as a whole bathroom and you're using the whole Bondit range. And the best thing about all of this, the affordability of it all.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the rest of the tiles. I'm going to get them all pre-cut so you can watch me cut some tiles. Just using a large tile cutter here. We're going to start off by sticking them on the sides, first of all. Reason being is the size of the tiles.
Yes.
Normally you would start on the back, but if I start on the back, I need to trim the tiles so smallly I can't get them on a cut. On a dry cut, and I don't have a wet cutter here.
No.
So I've got to cheat a little bit. I'm going to stick the sides on first, and then we're going to stick the back on afterwards.
And also, do not forget to prime.
Yes, well that's going to be your job. You're going to prime up, Sam's going to use that, he's going to open it up, give it a shake.
Yep.
So no settlements in the bottom of that. Always shake, any liquid sort of based product, just give it a little shake first of all, straight into there. I've already pre-cut some here, and what I'm going to do now, using my little bit of a file, I'm just going to run the edges down just to smooth them off. So just prep all your tiles first of all, measure them up, get them ready, just like that. And these are all for me back cut basically. And I'm going to do now all the side cuts. And then we'll be good to go to spin. But first of all, while I'm doing that, let him show you how to prime up the boards.
So with the primer, 1 litre of this will cover 5 to 10 square metres, depending on obviously what surface you're going onto. And also after you've laid it on, once it starts to go tacky, that's when you can start laying. So you only need 1 coat. If you are going to coat it today but not tile it until tomorrow, you're going to have to recoat it tomorrow. So you need to give it another coat. When it starts to go tacky, that's when it's ready to start tiling. I'm just using a paintbrush to get in the edges and then a roller to roll the rest. Just because it's quicker with a roller than it is to try and paintbrush a whole thing with a little 2-inch brush. But when you're doing it, just make sure you're getting right in them edges, because the primer is the key for the surface we're going onto. See that movement there, Kieran? In that board? That's what will help, the primer will help that, and the flexibility of that adhesive. So as that's flexing, so if you imagine that's your wall in your house, if that's flexing as the house is moving, that's what the adhesive will do. It will flex with that, so it won't pop the tiles. And then the primer is helping that bond together with the adhesive. So that's what they say, if it's in like a high movement area, that's why you're using that flexible adhesive. Because it will flex with whatever the substrate is.
So I'm just cutting a few more tiles now. So what I'm doing, pencil, doesn't mark the front too well. I just mark the bottom side, or the non-coated side of the tile. And then onto the cutter itself. And what I'm doing now, you can't see from there, but you can see from here, I'm matching that line up with the middle centre rail on the tile cutter. I'll just eye it up first, make sure I'm right, which I am there, and then gently, when you use a tile cutter, you don't need to pull it through. All that's going to do is chip your tile to bits. And then bring this out, pull that flat bit out, and then a small bit of pressure. And then on these tile cutters, if you flick that back, that pops up and then it sticks with a magnet. We're not going to have a tile trim on here. You would in your house. You'd finish this edge off with a nice tile trim, and you'd have a return here, wouldn't you? If you imagine, that'd be plaster, for example, and that might be a shower. Or you'd carry on with a corner tile trim, and you'd carry on with the tiles. Ours are going to look a little bit rough, but that's not what we're showing you. We're showing you we're showing you that part. All right. And also, just to say as well, when you're tiling, always butter up the back of the tile. So we're going to put adhesive onto the wall, and then we're going to put adhesive onto the back of the tile. So it creates that.
Like that sandwich.
Yeah. Back in the day, the boys didn't do that. And back in the day, your tiles would pop off the wall. Because what they'd do, they'd spread the adhesive onto the wall, and then punk that straight on. Problem with that is, you get air pockets. This is dry. Yeah, so this will suck the moisture. The back of this tile will suck the moisture out of the tile adhesive, and it won't cure. If you put a spread on the back of the tile and a spread on the wall, you're creating that suction. Then you ain't getting them off. That's the way you always tile.
So this bucket of water here, Kieran, is just literally a clean bucket of water that I'm going to put a sponge in. Just so as Brad's tiling, if he gets like stuff on his hand, he can just wipe his hands. So that's just a clean bucket of water. And then in this bucket here, this has got 5 litres of water in. This is going to be our mixing bucket. So we're going to get our bag, we pour it in and we mix it. Always make sure you're putting the water in first. Don't put the powder in then water. It won't mix properly and it will be carnage. So 5 litres of water to the whole bag, and we'll pour that in, we'll spin, leave it, let it settle a little bit, then spin it again and you'll be good to go. The consistency you want for this is not loose, otherwise it's just going to fall off, and you don't want it to be too hard to get off of there and powdery. You want it to be nice and smooth like butter, so you can get it on and easily pliable.
But whenever I buy bagged stuff, I always think 5 metres.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then you've got a little bit.
Yeah.
So you've got if you've got 10 square metres, or if you had 8 square metres, don't think you can stretch that.
No.
Get 2 bags. I've come short before.
Yeah. And then you're stuck and you've got
And you're on
to
a
fly down
job.
the shop.
And you've got
Try and
gear
get
on.
it.
When you're tiling, you only need a few simple tools. You need a notch trowel. This is a 3mm notch trowel, or 5mm notch trowel. A bucket trowel, a tape, obviously, tape measure to mark up, pencil. I've got my 3mm spacers here. You're gonna want yourself a little file of some sort, a little diamond file as well, a tile cutter to cut your tiles, a mixing drill, and some sponges, cut sponges. Very simple what you need. And if this was a legitimate bathroom and this was a shower, you're gonna have some cutouts to do. Because you're gonna have the mixer coming out the wall, so you're gonna need some hole cutters and whatever else, depending on the size and so forth. But for us, it's nice and simple. Wet the back of the trowel. Yeah. See that? Nice consistency. Sticking, but not sticking too much, not flying off, not falling off. Just perfect, that is. You can come out of the trowel like that, and you can come on the back of the trowel, and then you can come on straight on the wall and get your product on. You can do that, which I quite like because you're sort of in control then. Or you can come straight out of the bucket, get a little bit on, take the excess off. Whatever you find easier to getting the product on the wall. All you're going to do, make sure you cover the whole of the area, get it on flat, and then you can take off. Put it on both ways to start with, turn the trowel around, come away from the edge. Again there, come up with it if you like, get some product in the corner. And then what you want to do, for your notch, you want them to go horizontally, not vertically, because the tile will slide down. All right, so what you want to do, you come across. And then with your tile, this is called buttering up the back of the tile. A little bit of product on it. Me personally, I think it's like buttering a bit of bread for a sandwich. When you butter a bit of bread on a sandwich, you butter to the edge, otherwise don't butter at all. I come in, on, nice bit of equal pressure, and that's tiling. Listen, there's a lot more to it when you tile. It's all about angles, all about levels, all about straightness, getting it right, the grout line and so forth, you just see all the way through. But that's the basics of it. What you would do at your house, if you're doing this tiling indoors now, you're gonna let this go off for a day, 24 hours. Yeah? Because this is normal set tile adhesive, this is not rapid set. Rapid set, if you want it to go off the same day and you want to be able to grout it the same day, use rapid set. This is normal set. We are gonna grout this today. We're going to give it about an hour, we're going to let it go off enough, and then we'll remove the spacers, fingers crossed. I'm looking up there where it's dried on that cement board, I think we should be alright. I'll test it in a minute. If I pull that out and that drops and it ain't ready. Moving?
Not really. Did it move?
No, it should be fine. Yeah. So that gives me, so we give that, that's on an hour. So if I put that back in for a minute, give that an hour to back, and we come back, we'll pop them out and we'll grout it. Have a clear up. Right. Are you ready?
I am.
So we're at the part of the process now where we're going to do the grouting, and we're using the Steri grout from Bondit. It's black. We've cleaned out all our joints. We took all our spacers out. We are good to go. As I said previously, we're no longer tiling the floor.
Why's that?
Because I went straight through it. Right, be very, very careful with the amount of water. Don't go crazy. I'm going to use a sponge. I've got an empty bucket here, slightly empty bucket here, and I'm going to put the water in like this. Because a little bit often, that'll do me. Probably too much.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's so tiny. Really.
Just knock a little bit up at a time.
Okay.
Don't need a lot, alright? So a little bit in. And it mixes together so easy, and because it's so fine, you don't need a mixing paddle for it. Unless obviously you was batch loading it and you had a big old floor to do or something, and the cut that you're grouting. But if you're just doing a small little section like this is ample. So just work that into that grout line and push it in, yeah? So push it in, take the excess off. Put in, push it in, off, in. Simple, isn't it?
It is.
Simple process. Take your time, fill it up properly. Lovely drop of grout to use. Really fine and mix it together lovely. Not grainy. So what I'll do now, light sponge over just to take the excess off the tile, so don't go too hard on the tile. So drain the water out, you want to wring it out, so it's a damp sponge. Just a little bit more than damp. Flat. At this stage, nice and flat. So what you're doing, you're taking it off. You're taking the residue off.
Yeah.
And every pass, you take a little bit more off.
Yeah.
And a little bit more off and so forth, yeah? I think we've got an hour waiting for this to pick up and do its business. So I reckon come back to me now when I'm nearly done and I'm just doing the last little buff up. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've shown you everything else, haven't we? Obviously that needs another one and another one and another one and another one, and you've got to go over it. Looks sharp though, doesn't it? Like that.
It does.
Before he mastics up, we'll give it a proper clean.
Yeah.
Proper nice clean down. But that's it. I'm going to do the rest. Right, thank you very much for watching. Next bit of this video you're going to see in 2 days' time.
Yes.
You're not going to see it in 2 days' time. You're going to see it literally in a second.
So 24 hours, 48 hours have gone past. Brad's just wiping the rest of the dust off the grout. But it is time to silicone, and we are using Bondit's Extreme HM silicone, which is a mold resistant silicone, and we have chosen black in colour to match the grout lines. We're not going to be doing the silicone. We have got a special guest coming in, Mr. Sam from South Coast Sealants, because he is the dog's treats at doing it.
The bee's knees.
He's the bee's knees.
Would have been cleaner.
He's the bee's knees for a clean version. So he's going to come and silicone. Obviously, if you are doing it at home, you can silicone up, but watch this video because Sam will teach you how to do it properly.
So next time you're going to see Sam. He's going to introduce himself as Sam.
Sam, the mastic man. 10-year mold free, permanently flexible, shrink and crack proof. There you go. Sam's here, as you can tell.
I'm leaving that in.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm leaving that.
Our professional, South Coast Sealants. South Coast Sealants, isn't it?
South Coast Sealants.
Yeah. If you are on Instagram, TikTok or Facebook, go and give the man a follow. And YouTube, make sure you subscribe to his channel. I'll put it in the description of this video. Sammy's coming to do the silicone. But there's a few things that Sam does with the silicone, even from this stage of when he opens it, which I need to ask him about because I don't understand. So we're going to figure out what it is.
Do you want me to show you how to open the tube, Sam?
I would like you to show
Okay,
me.
right, this is how you open the tube. Well, this is how I do it anyway.
Cut the little
Look at that.
bit out. Oh, you get that fur. Is that why you get that bit out?
I always get rid of that bit because it always tends to be a little bit,
Oh yeah, that where the liquid where it's
little
sat.
bit goopy.
Yeah.
Pop that on there.
You always get rid of that tag there.
Yeah, I just get rid of it.
Don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. So when I cut my nozzle, I always cut it on a very slight angle, like this.
Oh yeah, not a 45.
It's almost flat. The reason being, I also put a bend in the nozzle like this.
That's mad. I've never seen that.
You never seen that?
The first person I've ever seen do that.
So the reason why I put a bend in the nozzle is so that when you're starting a bead, you always start from an internal corner like this. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm just showing you, and then you can get right into the internal corner, and it allows you to just get a really nice start to the bead. And then you always pull up.
Flat.
You always pull up towards the middle.
So you wouldn't start from the top and come down.
Yeah. Imagine there's a ceiling here. There would normally be a ceiling line
course,
here.
yeah.
So you'd be starting from the internal corner from the ceiling, putting down, and then you meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Also, here's another little tip. You should never allow the the grip to sort of run out. If you feel like you're going to run out, you stop on a grout line and then carry on. Because it's much easier to dress the sealant when you've on a grout line rather than in the middle of a tile. So you're in control of it. You don't want to let it run out halfway through, because when it runs out, it also it loses its pressure and it's a bit like skinny. It's not really filled the gap.
Yeah. So with
Ridiculous.
your tools, just going on to your tools, you obviously where you're doing it daily, you use a certain tool, right? You've got
my own sticks.
You've got your own sticks. And they're all cut different sizes.
Yeah, you can buy this strip wood from B&Q, all different widths. This is for an external, and then these are all for internal stuff, bathrooms, kitchen worktops.
And you're cutting that to shape, right?
I'll cut these myself, yeah. That's water and fairy liquid.
Nothing special.
And what's that reasoning?
It stops the silicone from sticking to the stick when you use the stick to tool in.
There's a great video on Sam's Instagram where he just does a massive blob of silicone in one place, and then he moves it around into the skirting and does the whole skirting with just this massive one blob of silicone. So check it out. I'll put the link to that video in the description as well. Make sure you subscribe to Sam's YouTube channel.
Alright. That looks nice.
So are you putting much pressure on that?
No, not really. I'm just tickling it.
Just to
Right.
drag.
So when you're using the stick, I'm not going directly onto the bead. I'm using each edge onto the tile like this, and then bring it down. And then each stroke should overlap the previous one.
Right.
Like that.
So this is to show Sam's gonna have a go.
And if
now.
you used to hold it like that, you'd have a sausage.
You're dragging it
So when you hold it like this, you're cutting it off
as you're going along.
as you're going along. Most people do it like this, and it's like,
Yeah, I always
it's like, nah. Yeah, you don't want to. You want to be going for a nice. Cut it off like that. See? Go on, Sammy.
Oh no.
Well done.
I went off. But
Why is
look
that
at that simple change.
Not enough pressure.
Leaning into it.
That simple change though of just doing that.
Yeah.
Right, so obviously Sammy's come in and done his mastic work using that silicone. Lovely, finishes the bathroom off. Obviously this is not a real bathroom, but if it was your bathroom, either get a professional in like Sammy. He covers the whole of the south, east-ish.
Portsmouth.
He covers Portsmouth. He doesn't go any further anymore.
I'll travel up to an hour from Pompey.
Up to an hour
Yeah.
from Portsmouth. So if you are watching it and you're doing your bathroom and you're looking for a mastic man, get hold of Sam. But yeah, if not, I hope this video has helped. Any questions, get them in the comments and we'll answer them, whether it's from Sam, me, or Brad,
Or me.
or the cameraman, potentially.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
I'm going home now.
You go home now.
See you later.
Go in the warm now. He's freezing. He's like shivering the whole time, the poor guy. But there we go. Job
I
done.
need my gun.
Yeah, yeah, you might need that.
Thank
I'll
you.
just keep rolling.
The only tool
See you
he
later.
ever needs.
Bye.
Bye, Sam. See you later.
Bye, actually, go. Fair.
Oh, he's actually, yeah,
Yeah, it's just
that's what he does. That's what he does.
Turns out bye.
Just turns out and goes.